What's up, people? So, it is, what is today's date? November 26th, 2017, and right now it's vlog number 2. My name's Kevin Carden, by the way, if you didn't know. And so I'm packing up. I'm moving to Denver, and I wanted to show you something that I found as I was going through my stuff to pack it up. As you can see, all my books are gone. Some things are still being packed up. I'm worried about that. This thing I got as a Christmas present when I was 19, 20, so 4 or 5 years ago, and I built it. It took me about a week to build. There's over 10,000 pieces in there. Anyway, so yes, I'm packing up. I'm moving to Denver, and I found excuse me, I still live in New York, so don't mind the sirens. So I found two things that I think you'd be interested in. Number one, if I could show it to you, and it's not on the ground, it's a book called Decision by Mary Morrissey. And this book, there's a little booklet. It's only like, I don't know, 15, 20 pages long. It's amazing. It's really, really, really good. But I think I want to give that away. So there might be a chance at the end of this video that you can actually get that book. Because that is not for sale, actually. You only get those at Mary Morrissey events, and not sure if she hands them out anymore. But this is another thing that I received from my mentor, Mary, and it's called The Trapeze. Now, it's a story from the book Warriors of the Heart by Danan Parry. And I think I pronounced that right. And this one's amazing. It's very evident and illustrative and demonstrative of my position where I'm at right now and moving. So it's not only the move, but it's also how I started my own business end of September 2017. So it's been just like 2 months. And I've been really feeling some of these things right here. So it goes like this. Sometimes I feel that my life is a series of trapeze swings. I'm either hanging onto a trapeze bar, swinging along, or for a few moments in my life, I'm hurtling across the space in between the trapeze bars. But most of the time, I spend my life hanging on for dear life to my trapeze bar. Can you relate? The one I have for the moment that carries me along in a certain steady rate of swing. And I have the feeling that I'm in control in my life. I know most of the right questions and even some of the right answers. But once in a while, as I merrily or not so merrily swing along, I look out ahead of me in the distance, and what do I see? I see another trapeze bar swinging toward me. It's empty, and I know in that place in me that knows that this new trapeze bar has my name on it. It's my next step. It's my aliveness coming to get me, and in my heart of hearts, I know that for me to grow, I have to release my grip on the present, well-known bar to move on to the next one. Now, each time it happens to me, I hope, no, I pray, that I won't have to grab onto the new one, but in my knowing place, I know that I must totally release my grasp on the old bar, and for some moment in time, I must hurtle across space before I can grab onto the new bar, and each time I'm filled with terror. It doesn't matter that in all my previous hurdles across the void of knowing, I have always made it. Each time, I'm afraid that I will miss, that I'll be crushed on the unseen rocks at the bottom of the chasm between the bars. But I do it anyway. Maybe this is the essence of what the mystics call the faith experience. No guarantees, no net, no insurance policy. You do it anyway because somehow to keep hanging on to that old bar is no longer on the list of viable alternatives. And so for an eternity that can last a microsecond or 1,000 lifetimes, I soar across the dark void. The past is gone. The future is not here yet. It's called transition. I feel like where I'm at right now. And I have to believe that this is the only place that real change happens. I mean, real change, not the pseudo change that only lasts until my old buttons get pushed. And I have noticed in our culture that this transition zone is looked upon as a no thing, as a no place between places. Sure, the old trapeze bar was real, and the new one coming toward me, well, I hope that's real too. But the void between is just a scary, confusing, disoriented nowhere that must be gotten through as fast and as unconsciously as possible. What a waste. What a waste, she says. What a waste. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the transition zone is the only real thing. The only real thing. Interesting, right? And that the bars are illusions we dream up to avoid the void where real change happens. It gets very interesting. Now, whether or not my hunch is true, it remains that the transition zones, paradigm busting times, in our lives are incredibly rich places. Incredibly rich. And they should be honored, even savored. And with all the pain and the fear and the feelings of being out of control that accompany transition, they are still the most alive, the most growth-filled, the most passionate, expansive moments in our lives. And so the transformation or fear may have nothing to do, and so the transformation of fear may have nothing to do with getting rid of fear or fear to go away, but rather giving ourselves permission to hang out in the transition between the trapeze bars. Transforming our need to grab onto that new bar is allowing ourselves to dwell in the only place where real change can happen. It can be terrifying. Yes, it can. It also can be enlightening in the true sense of the word. Hurtling through the void, we may just learn that all along we have always known how to fly. Now, once again, that was called The Trapeze, and it comes from a book called Warriors of the Heart by Danaan Parry. Now, reason I share that, I mean, for what's going on in my life, yeah, that's where I'm drawing the inspiration from, like the main thing being my move. And got boxes right over there, and this is just my room. But that's me, that's my story. And of course it's my story, because this is my vlog. However, relating it to you, because there's no point, I find no point of even recording or posting any videos unless it's valuable to the person on the other end of this recording. The person that's looking at this, that's listening, that's watching either on their smartphone, their tablet, their TV, their laptop, whatever way you're seeing this, that there's a message for you here. And so for you, what trapeze bar are you holding onto right now that you know is not your place anymore? You see the trapeze bar, the other life coming towards you, and you know it's your move. What is that move? First, identify that for yourself. What is that? So you can identify what you're about to jump to, and be clear on that. And then be clear that this is your time. And if it is your time, then jump. Then let go of this old life that is no longer serving you. That's no longer feeling good for you. Or not even feeling good, but maybe it's you're letting go of something really good to actually go for something greater, and that's even scarier. I know from experience, letting something go that is so good that you worked for, you loved, you wanted, and it's here, and then you have to let it go. Whether that's a relationship, a job, whatever. These things that are just holding you back. So when is that transition going to happen for you is the question, because you have the choice. So she's saying here, I think it's Danaan Parry, D-A-N-A-A-N, Parry, P-A-R-R-Y is the author. But she or he is saying here is that you have to let go. You have to make a decision, talking about this book, as I said before, a decision to go, to jump, to go to this new life. With an absence of the decision, you're going to hold on to this old trapeze bar. And what happens if you don't move on a trapeze bar? Yeah, you can swing along, but you're in the same space. You're swinging back and forth in the same situation continuously. And it may be fun for a time. It may be great. but eventually you're going to get bored. Why? Because life is progressive. You and I have life within us and we want to progress. So that's my message here for this vlog, because I want to get back to packing. But I want to give away actually this decision booklet. Once again, I said it is not for sale. You can't buy this anywhere. Maybe you can, like eBay, whatever. As in maybe someone like me who got it at an event is selling it, but I doubt anyone is. But go for it if you want to buy it. If Joe, like, try to find some place to buy it. But I'm giving this away for free. I literally have only 2 copies. I want one for myself, so I got 1 copy to give away. So put a comment in this, put a comment in on YouTube, and I'll actually pick someone to send it to, just randomly. I'll put it all in a name generator or whatever, and I want to give this away. So just comment below and subscribe. So this is my daily vlog, but my brother and I, Chris, we run Mindset Medicine. It's medicine for your mindset. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it's really powerful stuff. So this is just me sharing little moments of inspiration throughout my day is what I'm doing, but the episodes that Chris and I are posting are highly powerful. So go ahead and watch that, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you want this. So until next time, peace.